Hey guys, Josh here, JDMegaSwagg with the double G, getting our swag on with some Call of Duty Black Ops, playing some team deathmatch on launch. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about stereotypes, something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. So I hope you all are excited and can relate to me on the topic of stereotypes. So first, let's start out, what is a stereotype? I'm going to put it in layman's terms, basically not the dictionary version of stereotypes. But basically, stereotypes is where someone judges you on your appearance, or they judge you on where you come from. They just pretty much judge you without actually knowing you, and they make an assumption complete of who you are, even though they don't know you the slightest bit. And these people, stereotypes, there are extreme stereotypes, and there are people that are not stereotypes that are extremists. For example, I think everyone is a little bit stereotype, whether they say they are or not. I believe I'm a stereotype. I believe pretty much everyone is embedded to be one, whether or not you have a choice. And I'm going to get into that here in a minute. But first I want to start off, why do people, be stereotypes? Why do they judge people without actually knowing them? And the reason for it is it's just the way we're brought up, I think, anyways. Because, you're brought up, you see a guy, let's say I see a white kid with a fitted snapback, some baggy pants, gold chain hanging around his neck, and a baggy ass shirt. I'm going to think this guy's a hardcore wigger. I'm going to think he's trying to be a black person. But in all reality, maybe that's just who he is. Maybe he grew up with black people. Maybe his dad is black. I don't know. I don't know him, but I'm making an assumption that he's trying to act black and that he's trying to be a gangster or whatever it is. And that's something you shouldn't do, especially like when it comes to rednecks. People see rednecks wearing the jeans, the boots, and they're like, oh man, they fucked their sister, or some crazy ass shit like that. And it's not always true. You need to get to know the person. You need to sit down and think, hey, do I actually know this person? Can I make this assumption? And stereotypes that think this stuff, that's okay. If you think it in your head, if you think, man, he fucks his sister, or he's trying to be a wigger, then go ahead, think it in your head. But these stereotypes that say it out loud, oh my god, they get on my nerves. You don't know that person, but you're judging them for something that you see. For example, another example is poor people. A lot of people are stereotypes on poor people, or just the way that people dress, they assume that they're poor. For example, if someone comes in with baggy jeans and a rock t-shirt, they're going to think that they're poor. Not necessarily. I used to wear baggy jeans and rock t-shirts, and I'm not at all poor. So you didn't know me back then, and I've changed a lot. I don't dress that way anymore, but it's just the fact that, hey, you didn't know me, you judged me, you thought I was poor, which was obviously wrong. Sometimes you make an assumption of someone. When you first meet them, I think everyone is a stereotype, and they make an overall judgment of this person. And we do that for many reasons. I think we do it for protection, because if we see someone, we make an overall assumption. Is this person a safe person to be around? Is this person going to hurt me physically? And it's something that we all need to do to keep ourselves safe and to make sure that we're not hanging around the wrong group of people. And I think that though everyone should get a chance and should get to know people and actually take the time to see if they're really matching up to your stereotype. If you see someone and you think they're acting like a wigger, and you hang out with them and you find out that they have nothing to do with black people, that they live in the suburbs and that they listen to rap music all the time, yeah, that's who they are, but you were right on your stereotype, and you weren't necessarily wrong for judging them that way, because that's what they are. Not that that's a bad thing. Just judging someone and saying that they're a wigger or they fuck their sister isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, fucking your sister is a bad thing, but it just depends on what you think about when you're thinking of their stereotype. If you see someone in a suit and you think, oh, they're rich, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Hell, I'd like you to think I was rich if I was in a suit, so hell, why not? Sometimes stereotypes actually are a good thing, because you may actually get people to think good things about you and not necessarily bad things about you. So let's kind of bring this to an end here. I think people should try to do this less, because overall I think it hurts a lot of people. People can tell when they're being judged. For example, you have someone that comes in a room and everyone's just looking at them, or everyone's talking about them. We've all been to high school, well, most of us anyways, and we've all had those people that just, stink and dirty clothes and just overweight, and everyone talks about them. And those people know that they're getting talked about. Those people are not dumb. They know that when they walk in the room, everyone is looking at them, and sometimes it just makes their life a living hell. And it's just because you're sitting there up on your pedestal and you're judging them. I don't want to get too mad at this. I mean, I've not necessarily been judged. I'm not a stereotype extremist. I haven't met one too often, but it's just that I know a lot of people have came to the point of where it's just gotten way out of control, and they're scared to even go to school because they're scared of what people are going to say when they walk in the room, because they're going to judge them. No one in that room knows them because they've made an assumption that that person stinks, that that person's overweight, and they don't even want to take the chance to know them because they've already made up their mind that, hey, this person is somebody that I don't want to be around. And you're being a stereotype, and you need to chill out with that. I think you need to give everyone a fair chance, and if you don't, just think it in your head. Don't go around saying it. Don't be sitting there like to your friends, be like, oh my god, he stinks so bad, and don't be doing that. It's uncalled for, it's unpolite, it's immature, really. I think there's also stereotypes in many forms, not just out in public. I want to use an example on YouTube real fast. I know I've already used 5 or 6 examples. But, YouTube, there's a lot of younger YouTubers, 13, 14 years old, that their voices have not necessarily dropped because they haven't went through puberty yet. A lot of people are stereotypes and think that they are not serious about YouTube, or that their content is not going to be good, and they immediately click away as soon as their content comes up and they hear their voice. And not just that, but people may see my name on a channel, watch my video, and see that, hey, I may only have this many subs, this many views. They think, oh, well, this guy's content must not be good, and they leave my channel. And that's following the crowd. That's part of becoming a over exaggerated stereotype, and that's just where you need to step back and you need to judge people for yourself, and not how they look and not how they act, but who they are. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys can relate to me. Let me know, have you guys ever been judged by a stereotype, or do you possibly think that you do this too much? Let me know how you guys feel about this topic down in the comments below. I'd really like some interaction going on. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, obviously it was in the title bar at the beginning, but it's also down in the description. You guys can check it out. And I hope that you guys liked my new intro. I found a website that I can make one on, so I hope that you guys liked it. That will be on all my videos. And if you haven't checked out my last video, that will be on the outro here in a minute. You can click that, or you can click the button to go to a random video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and please don't forget to leave a like and go ahead and subscribe. Thanks. Peace.